Okay. Yeah. Over the third option. Yes. I can see. Hello, Remas. Hello. Other notification. All right. I will. Hey, Remas. That is not what that pre-show, pop quiz pre-show. Yeah. Rundgren is under the weather tonight, so it's gonna be me, and we will skip reviews and we'll skip talking about 8th MS team. But I do have a fun game planned for you, chat. Give people some more time to get here, and then I figure we'll work our way through there. And once we've got to a point where we're pretty satisfied with like announcements and news and everything, then we may switch over and play a game. For the last hour, I don't think it's going to take us more than an hour or so to get through the news, but we'll save reviews for next week. And I'll say all this again after the 7-minute mark when the YouTube side gets there. Me too, man. Me too. That also means I don't know what's going to go on tomorrow, but figure he's probably not going to be feeling too good then either. See, I figure we don't vote tonight, and then if he gets to feeling better, then he can just pick something from his list, or I can just assign him something. And if he's still not feeling too great, then he can just take the night off. We're sing mode, got it. But yeah, so I'll tell you this while we're waiting for people to get in here. I have a couple different options for video games we could switch to. He's just not feeling too good. One of them is we could play a little bit of Lies of P early after we get done with the news and the announcements and everything. Another, also, hi Dark. Another option is that we could check out Gundam Evolution before it gets shut down in a couple months. We could spend a little bit of time there. Yeah, hopefully he'll be feeling better, but he's probably going to want to take tomorrow off. I'm not sure yet. He didn't tell me that. I feel like he's probably going to want to take tomorrow. And I say, when you're not feeling good and need a rest, you should take a rest. That's no way that's going to be downloaded in time, Dark. And also, the Xbox is not in this room. But we'll give people a little bit more time to get in here, and then I have a game for you, chat, that I think should be pretty fun to play. And then after that, we'll do announcements. We'll do my week. We'll do announcements. We'll do news. And then we will play a game of some sorts. But I figure I will put it up to a vote and see what people want to do. That's not the point. It won't download while the podcast is going. It would mess with our bit rate. And we can't play it on the podcast because it's not in here. Tell you what, at some point I will move it in here so we can do that. At some point. But like, for instance, I've got, if we go, I've got Lies of P is an option, right? And then Sea of Stars is there. This probably won't play, but there's also Gundam Evolution. Come on, Trey. Plenty of other stuff too we could play. You know, we got options. That won't launch. That specifically won't launch. I wish that it would. I downloaded it again because I saw that they had did a bunch of optimization stuff, and now it just won't launch for me at all. So I don't want to skip Friday's Armored Core stream, right? Like, I thought about it. I was like, man, we could do some Chapter 5 stuff tonight. And I was like, no, we'll save that for Friday. That's why I was like, maybe we could do Lies of P early. But once we get into my week, I'll talk about what I've been playing too, and it may be, chat, that you want to see us play some of that. But we got 2 more minutes. That's normal pre-show time until Spill to come play. I do have the, well, it's not currently, let me move my pizza crust. The camera is set up over there, but it's not set up with the building stuff in mind. It's set up for, I tried to film a thing today. Didn't work very well. Show you what I mean. I tried to film I got an early copy of the Guilty Gear board game, and I tried to film that, and I don't know. I might still be able to use the footage. I'll cut around it a little bit, but I'm not super happy with how footage turned out. But game looks pretty cool. Guilty Gear, the board game, looks pretty nifty. Also, yeah, like I've been playing around a lot more with OBS, and I can much more easily do stuff like this and this. So, you know, there's options, is what I'm saying. Don't pay attention to the fan back there that needs to be cleaned. All right, I'm gonna take one more drink, and then it should be time to get started. You're about to eat? Awesome. What you gonna eat? Steak. Nice. Sports Cycle Blade Custom and the weird sub thing that can be attached to it. I also thought about how we could just like talk Gundam and talk about each season coming up that Rundgren's going to be getting to, since he's not here tonight, and be able to discuss if we think he's going to like it or not. I figured that's an option we could do as well. But we'll get there. First we got to do the intro and weeks and stuff, and then we can do it. But hello and welcome to another exciting episode of the Full Spectrum Podcast. My name is Trey. Tonight, Rundgren is under the weather, so he's not here with us tonight, and we are going to skip reviews for that sake tonight, because we don't like to do reviews without him. That's no fun. I don't really like doing announcement and news without him either, but announcements and news, they're going to be old, and nobody's going to care about them anymore if we don't go ahead and cover them this week, and we'll have more stuff next week, so we'd be here for like 4 hours if we didn't. But we're going to have a good time, and hopefully everybody has a good time, and we'll see where it goes from there. Just a quick heads up, too, about tomorrow. I don't know if he's going to be feeling better tomorrow or not, so we're not going to do a vote tonight, and that way, if he is feeling better, then he can just pick a game that's already downloaded, or we can assign him something. Either way, but if he's not, that way he doesn't feel pressured. He can take the night off if he needs to. So, all right, well, that's the intro. I have a game for you, chat. You will probably have an extra week, yeah. That is my guess, is that you will probably have an extra week. Trans Am and D. Oh no, the logo is above the deal. I need to fix that. Logo on my deal here, above the thing for the activity feed. Move that up to the top, and that should fix it. Okay, I have a game for you, chat. Gonna get wing done. I don't blame you. Okay. Your turn to play Tomino or Quaker, chat. I have the names up here. And I need to know if you can do this or not, chat. We've made Rundgren play it like 3 times. We've laughed at his guesses. It's up to you now, chat. Your first name is Fly Debate Bull. And I will type it on screen for you. Now you see what he has to go through whenever we play this. Is it a Tomino name or a Quaker name? Okay, Dark says Tomino. Need somewhere to do it this way. Tomino or Quaker name. Ramos says Quaker. They give you the 5 countdown. I skipped a letter or a number. The answer is It's a Quaker name. Fly Debate Bowl is a Quaker name. A very interesting name. Your next name is Preserved Folk. Dark says, tell me no. Rima says, tell me no. That's also a Quaker name. Preserved Folk. All right. Now, some of you are going to know some of these. Some of you aren't. Your next name is Oining. That folk really sounded Tomino. Oining. Dark says Tomino. Rima says Tomino. It is a Tomino name. You got it. You got it. Oining is apparently from Victory Gundam. I did not know that character was there. All right. Next up, that's fair, Dark. That's fair. Next up is Sheila Glass. Best show ever, yeah. Quaker says Dark. Tomino says Will. See the countdown. Quaker says Remas. It is a Tomino name from Brain Powered. Brain Powered is an anime that Tomino did. And he named a character Sheila Glass. All right. Ready for this next one. Brain Powered's actually pretty good. They were in Super Robot Wars J. This is Maniti Mandina. Mother is texting me. You're gonna go eat? Okay. Tomino, because that's a hard name. Could be. Tomino. This one is also a Tomino name. You both got it. Congratulations. All right. Next up is Mint Mild May. Quaker? On to my mother real quick. You must have told me no. This one is a Quaker name. Lament Mild May is a Quaker name. All right. I got a few more for you. This one is Donation Chatterton. I added an R in there. It's Donation Chatterton. Your mom says Quaker. Quaker. It is Quaker. You are correct. It is a Quaker name. Some of these names, man. Okay. What about Cheryl Kuchibi? You are getting better at this. You're starting to figure out the flow of it. Tomino name? Okay. Tomino name? It is a Tomino name. It absolutely is. You got it. All right. I got a few more for you here. Next is Leah Lee Edaberry. Must says Quaker. Dark says Quaker. It's a Tomino name. Leah Lee Edaberry is a Tomino name. All right. What about this one? Cecily Fairchild. Tomino name? That's what Remoth says. It is a Tomino name. Specifically, it's Cecily Fairchild from Gundam F91. All right, what about Bring Stability? Quaker? Tomino. It is a Tomino name. It's actually one of the only Tomino names that he gave to Gundam 00, because he didn't make 00, but he added Bring Stability was his addition. Next, I have two more for you. Arise Higginson. Bring Stability is the name of a character, yes. That is the name of a person. You think it's a Quaker name? Okay. Dark says, tell me no. It is a Quaker name. Arise Higginson. And finally, the very last name that I have for you is Recompense Titus. It absolutely does, yeah. This one is a Quaker name. There's a Gundam character that's very close. It's Reconquer Tim. It's very close. A little too close. But Recompense Titus is a Quaker name. Good job, chat. Good job. I wanted to give you, I'm going to write this one out here. I wanted to give you Battalion Rutherford. But when I was doing my check, because I have to check every one of these names that I put in the list to make sure they're not both, right? Battalion Rutherford is both. And the worst part is, Battalion with an A is the Gundam name and O is the person name. Quaker name. Like, they are right there. And then Obey Hake is a Quaker name. Obey, I think it's Drake. OB Drake is how it said, is a Tomino name. that's fair, Dark. But I think this is a fun game. We can revival. I unironically think after Bring Stability was put in there, they went, well, I mean, you know, we might as well just go with the rest of it. That's how we got all the rest of them. But before we go any further, since we finished our intro section here, and we get into our Gundam talk that we're going to do, I think it's only fair to bring in our special guest for today, which is Mr. Shar Aznable. How are you doing today, Shar? You doing okay today?
You must be joking.
That's absolutely fair. Originally, we tried to bring on a couple other people because they also claim to be you, Mr. Shar. I'll pull their pictures up for the chat. The chat might want to see. First was this guy who claimed that he was you. And, you know, clearly he's not, so we got rid of him. And then there was this guy who claimed he was you. But, I mean, you know.
I came to laugh at you.
That's what he told me, and then he left. There was also this guy, but he didn't sit right with me, so we just sent him away. But it's good to have you here with us, Mr. Aznable. You have anything else you want to say?
Blame this on the misfortune of your birth.
Okay, thank you. Saw that guy on the train once. You got to be careful. Those guys will mess you up. Now, Mr. Aznable has told me ahead of time that at some point here he's going to have to stop and get some food. He'll have to step away. But I'm informed that it's okay that he does it because, one, he's Shar Aznable, and second, because Will does it every podcast. So I did not consider calling Zex Marquise in, but maybe I should have. I don't know how Shar feels about these allegations.
That's impossible. That was a direct hit.
Apparently he didn't like that one much, you know. So let's talk about, and if you're watching this, Rundgren, you know, you might have to mute for a minute. Let's just talk about some Gundam here. Don't pay attention to the fact that the entire overlay breaks when I switch screens. Don't worry about that. It's fine. It's not important. I didn't think we'd be talking Gundam. Let's just do it. Let's just talk Gundam here. Char versus X. Yeah, that would be really cool. Upcoming Gundam. So we've got a good number of series coming up in our watch through. And grab the pinned message here. Next up is X. I don't know how he's gonna feel about X. X is better tech. Very true. X is. Oh, my mother has. X is cool and X is weird, and I like X a lot. But X is weird. I like the Gundams in X a lot. In fact, we can do this because I have free reign and control of all of this. We can do this. Oh, IBO is going to be great. Let me do this real quick. I'm going to grab a display capture, existing one, add it in here. And so we've got Airmaster. Sorry, my mother is still messaging. Only seen the first few episodes. Like the Not Heavy Arms, the Leopard. Yeah. Leopard. I like the Leopard. X has got some good Gundams. Mother forgets that I do a podcast every week on the same time. It does not, no, but it does have some cool stuff. And I like the X a lot as a Gundam. Good looking Gundam. I failed then. But after X, we have Trey, which has my favorite. I don't know that it would have had the Nobel, but I understand what you're saying. And I know a lot of people don't like the mustache, but I love it. I love the design of this Gundam. It's so sleek. So sleek. There's also some really good side Gundams in there too. But after that is Seed. Oh, I'm sorry. After that is G Savior. I spelled wrong. Ugh. Double X HG that takes up a lot of space, I'm sure. Yeah. Same. Yeah, I don't blame you. I don't blame you. After that is Seed. That's, you know what, in hindsight, I should have expected that. The X gets an upgrade partway through to the Double X. So after that, we have Gundam Seed, which I think he's going to like Turn A. I forgot to mention that earlier. I think he's going to like parts of Seed, but I think he's going to dislike Seed because it tries to tell First Gundam story again, right? And he clearly didn't like it when Victory tried to do that. And so I feel like he's going to feel the same way about Seed. And then after Seed, of course, we have Destiny, which is absolutely dreadful. Like, at least Seed has good music and Seed has some good mech designs. Destiny just, ugh. Like, you look at the Dual Gundam, and like, even at base form, that's a good looking Gundam. But Assault Shroud, heck yeah. Or the Buster, that's a good looking Gundam. You know? Like, that's nice. And the Aegis, heck yeah. I love the Aegis. But like I said, at that point, I think things will start to take a turn. From there we have Stargazer, which is still a seed. That's, you know what? In hindsight, I also should have expected that. Yeah, I like the Aegis a lot. After that, we have the Stargazer, which Stargazer's good. Like, it's fine. It's short. I think he'll like that more than he'll like Seed or Destiny. But for all I know, Stargazer, I only like it because it came after Seed and Destiny. Now, Quant is from 00. Yeah, Seed Destiny has the freedom and the impulse and the infinite justice and things like that. After Stargazer is 00. I'm going to put Gundam this time, 00. And I like 00 a lot, personally. I think 00 is a really fun season. It has some really good heavy-hitting moments. I love the suits. I like the characters well enough. Season 1 is definitely better than Season 2, right? Yeah, 00 is where the virtue comes in. Yeah. 00, I think he will like 00. But that's just because 00 doesn't try to be anything that's came before. It just tries to be its own thing. And it has a pretty interesting way of doing it. But that's 00. 00 Season 2, it's not terrible, but it's definitely not as good as Season 1, right? It is a genuine step down in a lot of ways. Yeah, that's where the movies where things get really weird. But 00 has Graham Aker, who is one of the best characters in all of Gundam. I love Graham Aker so much. So, following 00, we have Unicorn. I need to put Gundam. I keep forgetting to put the words Gundam. I typed in Unicron. Unicorn's a good series. I need to check and see if we're going to watch the show or the OVA. I'm not sure yet. I own the OVA. That's fair, Dark. That's fair. I own the OVA. I don't own the show. I think the production value is higher on the OVA, so it looks better. But I think the show has more time to tell the story. So I may have to rewatch both before we get there to see. But we'll see. Yeah, the Unicorn is a very good suit. That's not the best one from Gundam Unicorn. The Kshatriya is the best suit in all of... Look at this thing. It is absolutely beautiful. I love it so much. It's my baby. It's my baby. And then also the not the Sazabi, the Sinanju. The Sinanju. Just, ugh. My heart. Yeah, Buff Gale Google Funnels, pretty much. I love both of those very much. So, as much as... oh, sorry. As much as I don't think he's going to love Unicorn, I don't think he's going to be able to argue with how good the suit designs are, and I don't think he's going to try. He seems to like good suit design. You got to give me a second, chat. I had an asthma attack the other night. And I'm still getting over it. So, gonna cough a little bit more than normal.
Blame this on the misfortune of your birth.
Thanks, Shar. Appreciate you. Yeah, only a couple. Then we have, after Unicorn, is Gundam Age. Now, Gundam Age is gonna be a tough one. I think he's gonna hate Gundam Age. Which is a shame, because I love Generation 1 of Gundam Age. Generation 1 of Gundam Age is legitimately good Gundam. Generation 2 of Gundam Age is a problem. No, we're going to get there. 00 Engage is, we're going to get there. Gundam Age is 3 generations of a family, and the story time skips to each generation. Generation 1 of Gundam Age, good Gundam, right? That is good Gundam. Generation 2 of Gundam Age, it has some good stuff in there, right? Generation 3 of Gundam Age is some of the worst Gundam I've ever seen in my life. They threw it all away. They didn't have to throw it all away, but they threw it all away. How do you have suit designs this good and you throw it all away? Well, you know, disregarding the fact that I really like G, yeah, Destiny is better in some ways than the third part of Gundam Age is. The third part of Gundam Age is just that bad. It's almost saved. The third part of Gundam Age is almost saved when a character tries to nuke everybody. And then it's still, they just throw it all away. It's... How did they mess it up that bad? It might. Like, I'll put it to you this way, chat. There's a moment where a character tries to sell the secret of the Gundam to help somebody that is dying. But the kicker is that character's dying anyway. And spoilers, I guess, that character still dies. And that character never gets called out for what they were trying to do. Just... It's ad time, YouTube. Just me and you right now. I'll take a drink of my Dr. Pepper. Forgotten to said it out loud. We're not sponsored. Alright, it says we're back. It's probably enough of me ranting about Age. I didn't need to... Welcome back. I didn't need to spoil all that for Age anyway, so it's probably a good thing that the ad cut me off. Well, like, look at how good these suits are, okay? Look at how good these suits are. First off, this guy, Wolf Iniacal, awesome, right? But then, look at how good the GXs is. And the GXs, I still don't think is as good as his Genoese, but, like, this is a dang good suit. And then look at how simple his Genoese is. Look at how simple that is. But it's beautiful. If we go Gundam Age, Obright, Genoese. Like, look at this. For, like, a grunt suit, this is a good grunt suit. You know? Chaldal is a good alt GM. Yeah. Like, these are good grunt suits. You know? Like, if there's one thing Age does right, it's suits. The suits in Age look incredible. Even in, like, Part 3, where you have, like, the Age 2 Darkhound. Like, that's a good suit. You know? That's a good suit. Or the Age 3 FX. Actually, I like the Fortress more. Age 3 Fortress. Like, look at this. This is good. This is good design. I like the color offset from the powerful heavy pack, you know? Like, they took this and they tied it to a show that has such bad plot. What is Sarek Abyss? What does he pilot? Age? Not Series Abyss. Sarek. His name's Sarek! I spelled Abyss wrong. That's why. What does he pilot? Mobile suit? A Clanch. He pilots a Clanch. Gundam Age. Yeah, like, look at this. This is simple, but nice. I like it a lot. Anyway, that's Age. It does kind of feel like it's trying to be heavy arms, yeah. That's Age. I have such mixed feelings on Age. Age makes my heart hurt. I do too. I think they look really good. Following Age, we have Build Fighters, which I love. Gundam Build Fighters is legitimately really fun. It's a really good series, and because they're not actually in the Gundams, the fights that they have are really brutal because they're able to just, like, tear their suits apart. There's one fight... Build Strike versus Fenice. where they just go at it and start ripping parts off each other. Oh, it's so good. Yeah, this is the first of the full series for Gunpla. Gunpla Battlers G came before it, or Gunpla Builders G, but that was like a one-off OVA. This is the actual, like, series. But oh, this fight's so good. This fight's so good. We probably are gonna watch the one-off OVA. We might as well, right? What's it called? G Gundam. There's G beginning, like that. Yeah, Gunpla Builders beginning G. That's it. They're technically in the same universe, but Build Fighters is like the full series. Now, unfortunately, after Build Fighters, we get to watch Reconquista in G. That's the one with the G self, yep. Oh man, this series is bad. And the worst part is, like, it has some really good ideas. The G self is a great Gundam, right? Some of the characters are really fun characters. The plot's just nonsense. Let me see if I can pull up some of the other ones here, because we got, like, the Dahak, which is a cool looking suit. I like the Dahak, you know? We've got the G Lucifer, the Guion, the Montero, which is one of my favorite suits ever. It was one of the first kits that I had to buy after I got a job where I could actually afford model kits, was the Montero. I love the Montero. G Lucifer is very nice. Gundam with the big old eyes. Like, there's a lot of really, the Guion, the Gastima, the Space Jehannam. Like, it's got really good suits. It's even got weird stuff, like the Bullock, the Elf Bullock, or the Grimoire. Welcome back. Well, but unfortunately, it also has a completely nonsense plot. So I don't think he's gonna like that one at all. The GLC. They are doing full movies, yeah, which might be how we watch it, honestly, because look, it's the G self, Dark, the G self, and then the G Lucifer and the G Arcane. I don't think there's a G else. We can check. Reconquista NG. I could be wrong. I guess there is a G else, yeah. I guess I'm wrong. Oh, it's from Build. Okay, that's why. I say I don't remember this one. It's from Build Divers, which is one of the only ones I haven't seen yet. So we're gonna get to Build Divers in a minute. After G-Reco, we have Gundam Build Fighters Try. And Try is not as good as Build Fighters. Yeah, Divers where they go into the video game. Try, unfortunately, tries to do too much. Yeah, Try has Sekai is the main character of Try, but unfortunately, Try's a little too hard. It goes for 3-on-3 battles, but then the only one that's really important is the main character. You know. Hey, Faith, glad you're here. Try.
Watch out, fails. Bearded man!
I had to. Well, I'm sorry. Hello, Faith. Rungren's a little under the weather tonight, so we are just we're just talking some Gundam, and then we're going to get into announcements and news and stuff, and then we might play a game. But no, Trey says, hey, let's do 3-on-3s, but then only Sekai's fights matter, you know? It wasn't bad. It just wasn't as good as Build Fighters. You're running Praetorium. I don't blame you. So, I just wish that Yuma and, oh, what is her name? Fumino had more stuff to do. And I'm very bitter about Trey for one main thing. How dare they replace my baby? My precious baby. How dare they replace my GM cardigan with an SD? That crime will never be forgiven. Yeah. I do like the Tryon 3. Because it's a Gal Gaigar reference, and it's really cool. So, you know, I'm okay with that. But it's also, with this icon here where it's first introduced, it's also a Daitarn 3 reference.
Emotional damage.
It's a super robot, Dark. It's not supposed to look sleek. A GM sweater. It's a GM cardigan. It's a super robot. A reference to a bygone era, because we'll never get those shows again. As people want models to build instead of wanting giant, stompy, overcompensated robots. Like, you look, we're taking a quick side path here. You look at Getter Robo Armageddon, and you tell me this is not the coolest robot you've ever seen in your life. I need a good full body. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. He's amazing. Yeah, unfortunately, they also do the Super Gundam girls in Build Fighters Try. That's what I'm saying. I think Build Fighters is like a lot more focused, you know? A lot more focused. So after Build Fighters Try, then we have Gundam the Origin. Which I think Daigard is also very good, though. I agree with you, Remo. Daigard is wonderful. Air guy and Try. That's very true. Gundam the Origin, I think he's going to like well enough. I don't know if he's going to love all the things they add for Char, because they definitely add some stuff they didn't need to add for Char, right? But I think there'll be things in there that he will enjoy. I'm not going to look forward to the CG again, because I did not like the CG in Origin. It was very off-putting, in my opinion. Following Origin, we get Iron-Blooded Orphans. Not what I meant to do. I should have put Gundam at the start of it. Yes, and Iron-Blooded Orphans is where we get some of my favorite Gundam designs in the entire series. Gundams and mobile suits alike. I think the IBO suits are all great, but there is one that I think blows all the other ones out of the water. The Barbados obviously is cool, right? That's a good suit. I like it a lot. We could just skip straight to the... That's true, Minato is. We could skip straight to the Gundam Vidar. It is absolutely incredible. It's such a beautiful Gundam. Oh, my heart. I have a poster of the Vidar up on the wall up there because it's so beautiful. Just, it's wonderful. It's amazing. I love it so much. And the fact that it gets replaced towards the end of the series just makes me so sad. It was beautiful. It didn't need to be replaced. That's fair. I did find a really good meme when I was trying to find Char faces for that bit earlier, where it was like, hey, have you heard of the man named Char Aznable? Yeah, I have. I hear he had a really cool outfit, and like his muscles were really big, and like, you know, everybody liked him. It was really funny. Emotional damage indeed. 4 out of the 9 of them. I don't blame you. I do wish we had all the forms. Also, just real quick, you know, shout out here, in Iron-Blooded Orphans, the Flauros, like, it's a cool Gundam, right? I like it. I don't actually like it near as much as I like the previous Ryuseigo. Like that Graze custom with a little eye on the side, that's really cool. And I think the Graze is a really interesting grunt suit. I like it a lot. So.
I came to laugh at you. I came to laugh at you.
It's a show. It also has like weird stuff, like this guy. Like, why? I love him. I love him because he's dumb, but why? Why the antenna? You don't need those. Yeah. No, I think IBO is going to be a really fun watch. I think. Second season of IBO, not as good as season 1. Kind of like... speaks better reception. Yeah, of course. Kind of like Gundam Below, right? But season 2 of Gundam IBO has some incredible moments in it. So, absolutely still worth it. The other thing that 00 and IBO share is incredible soundtrack. Graze Ritter. I spelled the... Yeah, the Graze Ritters are good. That's a good grunt suit. That's good. That's good. 00 is very good. I'm sure it is, but it's a cool looking suit. After IBO, we have Gundam Thunderbolt. I don't know how he's going to feel. He's either going to love Thunderbolt or hate Thunderbolt. You know what I mean? Like, there is no in between for Thunderbolt. Full armor. Full armor's pretty cool. I think it wouldn't be as cool if it was in a different color. But it looks
Roger.
You know? I am not a huge fan of the Atlas or the Psycho Gundam, or the Psycho Zaku, I mean. Not a huge fan of either one of those, but I love this series of Thunderbolt. I think it's very good. And the episode that's about Daryl and what's going on with his legs when it does the flashback is one of my favorite scenes in all of Gundam. So, you know.
This is no Zaku, boy. No Zaku.
It also has incredible soundtrack. No Zaku indeed, Faith. Yeah, I'm sure as a gunplay, it's really hard to hold. After that, we get Gundam Twilight Axis. That'll be our next stop. Ooh, it's bad, Dark. It's not good. It is just not good. They decided to try and tell an entire Gundam story in 6 5-minute episodes. Moving on. After that is Gundam Build Divers. No, I'm not joking. I'm not joking. I wish I was joking. I have seen a little bit of Gundam Build Divers. I want to watch the rest before we get there, because it's going to be a little while. It's going to be a long while. But I've seen a good chunk of Build Divers, the first part. I like a lot of the suits. I don't love the main cast, but yeah, it's not good, Dark. However, the Red Beret Grimoire is incredible because it's a Votomes reference, and they did such a good job with it. I own that kit. It's a wonderful kit. Very posable. It's great. I love the Red Beret. It's the Gunpla video game. It's where they go into the game and play the MMO, where they build the Gunpla outside of the MMO, and then they can scan it in and use it in the MMO. And there's some pretty good designs in there. Cheeto GM3. Let's see. If I put mobile suits here, we should get a good little grab, like the Zerakiel or the 00 Diver, Earth Tree Gundam, the GN Ultron, the Raven Gundam. Yeah, absolutely they were. The Garaga, the Gira Garaga, where they combine some aspects of a Gyaradoga with a Garaga. Like, that's a cool idea, you know? They absolutely wanted people to be doing more kit bashing, for sure. the Load Astray double rebake, combining the Astray with, I think it's the Astray blue frame with the Astray red frame and the Gusian rebake. Like, sure, the Astray no name, like, you know, there's some really weird, cool stuff in Build Divers. I just wish I liked the show more. Custom isn't Raw's suit. Yeah, that's very true. That's very true. And then after Build Divers, we get Gundam Narrative, which is a movie. Which we'll watch. It's okay. Gabaldi Remake. Gabaldi Remake is an awesome design. Yeah. Makes sense. Then after that, we have Gundam Build Divers Re-Rise, which I have not seen. Is the sequel to Build Divers. Onward from? I don't remember off the top of my head. What does the wiki say? From appearances, the manga AOZ reboot. So Advance of Zeta manga. Yeah. I don't think anybody saw your suggestion there, Faith. I think it got lost in the Gundam talk, but I'm not complaining if I don't have to do that. Then we have Hathaway's Flash. Advance of Zeta. Advance of Zeta is not a show. Advance of Zeta is a manga. But there's some really cool stuff in Advance of Zeta. It is a manga side story. Eventually, we need to cover all the manga side stories on the channel, but there's a lot of them. But after that is Hathaway's Flash. Don't worry, you'll have plenty of time for Sing Mode when we get to announcements and news. Well, I just mean, like, talk about them all. Like, go down the list and tell everybody what they are, because there's a lot of them. I didn't mean read them all. I haven't read them all. Too many. Hathaway's Flash. I don't like the novel Hathaway's Flash. I'm hoping the show wins me over. It does look visually very cool. I don't like the novel very much at all, but hopefully the show can win me over. Following Hathaway's Flash will be Kukuru's Doan's Island. Kukuru's, which is a movie. And because we watched the dub of the original series, Rundgren never saw Doan or anything there, so this movie will be his first look into that. The She and the Penelope. Yeah, I'm not huge fans of them, but they're fun in the couple Super Robot Wars they've been in. Following that is, one that people might know of called Gundam Witch from Mercury. I like Doan's story, but I'm hoping the movie tells it better. Good old G-Witch. I am 5 episodes into season 2 on this now. I want to finish it so I can put out a review, because I like what I've seen so far. Definitely a lot darker than it seemed like it was going to be at first, but that's Gundam, right? I think he's going to like Witch from Mercury. I really do. It looks great, and it's really fun. So, for sure. I'm hoping that it sticks the landing, Remas. I really am, because there's been some good, there's been some rough, but the suits are cool, and I really like Guel. I really like him as a character. Soletta's okay. I don't dislike her, you know, but look, Gunsword is a great show. Permit. The permit scores and also the permit science and also the permit. Yeah, I agree with you. I don't disagree at all. That's a big problem. It's not the only one of those things like that either. Yeah, I think season 2 addresses some of that, Dark, where I'm at right now, but it doesn't address it in a way that makes me go, oh yeah, no, these characters are great for each other. It addresses it in a way that makes me go, oh, both these characters need help. But yeah, if you've never seen it, Gunsword's really good. It has some good mechs too. Dan of Thursday is great. I love Dan of Thursday. So cool. And then Volcane. I think it's with a K. Volcane is a great looking little suit. The Eldora 5, yeah. I don't think Dark's gonna like that one very much because it absolutely is a super robot. But man, is it cool. Yeah. But you know, Gunsword, I have to take the display capture off for a second when I do this so we don't get banned on Twitch. Gunsword also has Fossilina, so I mean I think Dark might want to watch it anyway. Make sure that we're good here. I think nothing here will get us in trouble. I think we'll be good. So there you go. We got Gunsword has Fossilina. She is a lot of people's favorite character. She's very promiscuous. I'll put it that way. But anyway, that's what we're looking at with upcoming Gundam series. Got a good ways to go still, but you know, we'll get there. So, having done all that, yeah, it also has Carbon 99. That's very true. We're not just here to talk about how great the girls are in Gunsword, okay? We could be. But let's get into the news. Or first the announcements. I'm skipping announcements. I'm sorry. First, let's get into the announcements. Thanks, Shard. The layout definitely didn't break. Full Metal Panic's very good as well. Yeah, Gunsword. I don't blame you. Very good show. It's worth watching. So announcement-wise, our first announcement is we have Trails Through Daybreak has been announced. This is Kuro no Kiseki coming over here to the West next year, summer of next year, with the next Trails game, Trails Through Daybreak. Very excited for this. Did a video reaction to it, you know. That's very true. Did a video reaction to the trailer, and yeah, I'm stoked for this. I think it's going to be pretty good. I felt like that was coming. I knew it would be here. Let me just turn it on in the corner for a cheer. And now that I've got to talk about something I love, let's move on to other stuff. Next up, we have Time Spinner 2, which is the sequel to Time Spinner. Came out many years ago. It was a pretty good Metroidvania that had kind of weird dialogue. It was also the last game that I streamed before I had to go back and get a job. True, though. I'm kind of interested in it, yeah, but I never finished the original. So maybe at some point we'll go back and finish it, and you'll all be subjected to the terrible dialogue, but the pretty good gameplay. Hey, 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 hey. The first one came out in like 2012. It's been a long time. A Metroidvania with a girl that casts magic. Then after Time Spinner 2, we have a new update for Vampire Survivors. It's the whiteout update, brand new level and a brand new character. And also we've got a new weapon, and the character's really cool because she's a Yuki Onna and the level's about snow. Also, the update's free, but they didn't give a release date, so we've just got to wait. What other choice do I have, Dark, but to go and have fun? However, this next part might not be so fun for all of you. The iPhone 15 Pro version of RE4 Remake is $60. The iPhone. The iPhone. Thank you, Will. So apparently Apple thinks that they've got a good deal here because the iPhone 15 Pro is supposed to look like a console, so they think that they could have a full-priced remake. But excuse me, why would I play it on a phone when I can just play it at home? Or on PC? Or on one of these? Or on one of these? Why would I play it on one of these? Apparently, this was a joint effort in an attempt to show that the iPhone is a legitimate, this is not an iPhone by the way, a legitimate gaming console. No, it's really not, and no matter how hard they push it, that's not its main purpose, and it never will be. But they really want you to believe. Also, because it's a phone game, it only gets worse. Because there's also in-app purchases. So you spend $57.99 for Resident Evil 4. Then you spend $15.99 for extra DLC pack more. Then you spend $7.99 for the first 5 upgrade tickets. Then $5.79 for the next 3 upgrade tickets. Then $2.49 for the next 4 upgrade tickets. So if you want to upgrade all the weapons, if you want to get them all, you're looking at over $100 for a phone game when you could just buy it at $60 on PC or console and have all of the options in that $60 and not have to spend any more money. No, you don't have to. But in the regular game, you can upgrade them for free because you use in-game currency, and they're removing that because of course they are. Yeah. Look, I'm just saying, you're gonna spend that much. Might as well just play it on console. Save that extra money. Get yourself a snack. Maybe get a soda. Go ahead, kick back. Don't give them this money. Don't do that to yourself. It's really scummy. Put it back onto the shelf. Okay, let's move into news. Yeah. Let's move into news and let's talk about the KOTOR 2 lawsuit. Get that sing mode out of here. So that is what I saw on Twitter. I don't have a link to an official statement on it. But according to, let me see if I can get the tweet pulled back up here. iPhone. Okay. Looks like we're doing this today. We're gonna sing away. We're gonna sing away. We're gonna sing away today. So the only thing I have confirmed is that the game originally will be a free download, and that after you get through the demo section, it'll ask you to pay $57.99. They've also confirmed that they're going to sell those upgrade tickets, but despite what originally devs were saying, there's no confirmation that you won't be able to upgrade them in-game. It still could be that way. We'll just have to wait and see, I guess. But you can skip the upgrade, maybe, if you decide to pay. My hope is that you can still do it with in-game currency like you always could before. But I don't trust them at all. Glad you're all having fun. So let's talk about the KOTOR 2 Switch lawsuit. We got some stuff to say. If I'm gonna sing the rest of the time, we might as well have fun today. As you might remember, KOTOR 2 was ported to the Switch last year. They announced earlier in this year that they weren't going to give us the DLC. They weren't going to bring back cut content like they said they were going to do. Well, now people are quite upset because they paid specifically for this version so they could get that stuff officially because modders added it back in on PC. Now there's a class action lawsuit against Asper Media and against Saber Interactive, and it's going to be a lot of money. Really shouldn't have told people they'd give them something they won't. But now here's where we are, and I guess this is just how it's gonna be. According to the lawyers, the plaintiff felt completely duped. In fact, plaintiff did not even play KOTOR after purchasing it, instead choosing to wait until the restored content DLC was released. Now it's not, so they're going after them. This is actually a really serious thing that I've kind of made into a joke. So originally, KOTOR 2 was released in an unfinished state. They cut a bunch of stuff out of it when it first came out on console because they were rushed by, of course, who would you guess? By EA. However, a couple of years after, they restored the content in a big update onto consoles. Had couple characters endings as well as some other stuff that was really cool to have back in the game and actually gave the game a pretty good epilogue. But when it got ported to PC, that content was nowhere to be seen, but modders added it back because it was in the port's files. Nobody quite knows at the time if that was because they wanted to charge for it or not. But anyway, after the modders did it, then the company said, okay, we'll go ahead and release it anyway. However, when the Switch port was announced, it was the first time that you'd get it in the full form on a mobile platform. I tripped over that note pretty hard. And so, people were excited. People really thought they were going to be able to get all of the game on a mobile platform where they'd be able to play it. I mean, you know, in reality, it would have been cool, and the Switch can definitely run KOTOR 2. But then when they said they couldn't do it, everybody knew the truth was that they wouldn't. And now they're being sued. That's all there is to that. I mean, really? Could have expected it in some ways. Whether the lawsuit will go through, who knows? Because really, they could claim that they couldn't get it out. They could claim it didn't run correctly or anything of the sort. But at least people were able to try. Get their point across. Try to tell them. But they felt betrayed. The one thing that the company did try to do was that it tried to offer fans a copy of KOTOR 2 on Steam instead. Which just feels like kind of a shot in the foot of, hey, we're not going to give you your money back, but we'll give you a copy on a PC. I wanted it on a handheld, that's why I bought it there. Oh well. Following that, we have another lawsuit. This one's really interesting. The FTC has gotten involved with Fortnite. And specifically, they're giving people the option to claim refunds for unwanted in-game purchases. Now, you'd think there would be a lot of restrictions on this. You think that it would be where you weren't allowed to do a lot of stuff, where specifically you had to prove it was an accident. That's also why I'm trying to make it fun, Rimas, because they're spending all their points that they've earned. As I was saying, though, you would think that you'd have to prove that these had been purchased on accident, but in actuality, the FTC is using this as a chance to get back at Epic for what they view as incredibly devious microtransactions. Trying to find the exact wording here because they've got a nice little sentence on it. You're eligible for a refund if any of the following criteria apply to you. You were charged in-game currency for items you didn't want between January 2017 and September 22nd, 2022. That's how sentences work. That's how dates work. Look, I'm trying, okay? Your child made charges to your credit card without your knowledge between January 27th and November 2018. Your account was locked between January 2017 and September 2022 after you complained to your credit card company about wrongful charges. Burning them through. The really interesting thing about this to me is, again, how could they check to see if you didn't want these items in the first place, or if you just had buyer's remorse? So I really like that they're given the option, because it is kind of predatory. You get a season pass because you want one thing, but then you get all this other stuff you don't want. Or you buy a season pass and then something happens at work and you don't get time to play. So now you have nothing. Oh no. The deadline for your claims is January 17th, 2024. So if you feel like you've been wronged by Epic, this is your chance. Next piece of news that we have tonight is that Crunchyroll is killing Rightstuf. For anybody who doesn't know, Rightstuf was a really great way to get anime when streaming sites were dangerous. You could buy their save packages and get a whole season of anime for $20. For $20. Hold on, let me count these right now. Let's see how long we've got. That one more off then, that one more off then. 3, 12. I think I'm actually free. What? Yeah, according to that math, I'm free. Oh, ha 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 ha. Free. So yeah, the Rightstuf was great. And I have, they're 3 minutes apiece, and I had one 18 minutes ago, which went 8, like that's 3 out of 18, right? Then another one 16 minutes ago. Anyway, Rightstuf was purchased by Crunchyroll a while ago because they wanted access to their library. Rightstuf had the rights to a bunch of anime, but instead of putting them on their shows, instead of putting them on their website, instead of making them available, they just killed it. Because Rightstuf was a competitor. Products will be sold on the Crunchyroll store going forward. And I bet you can say goodbye to the save editions. I'm actually really sad, but not because of the sing modes. I'm actually kind of having fun with those, truth be told. Just because I know there's going to be a bunch of licenses they're not going to redeem. I know they're going to sell them off in batch to a bunch of people that are never going to use them, and those shows are going to be forgotten. I've got... Actually, hold on a second, chat. We'll pause the timer on your sing mode. Give me just a moment. there was more, but I couldn't hold them. Just to show you how Rightstuf was the go-to for anime, I got this for $6. I got all of Dunbine for $25, I think. Votomes is great. Cross Ange got really dusty on the shelf, but I got this for like $16. Because Rightstuf did a bunch of sales. Hat Labor, I got the OVA 7 episodes, also really dusty for some reason when a bunch of these aren't. For like, I think 12? $20 for all of Galaxy Railway. $20 for all of Gunsword. You can until October 10th. $20 for all of Hero Tales. $20 for all of Kazemo Stigma. This show's not all that great. I didn't get this from them. I don't know why I grabbed it. I got this from overseas. $35 for all of Legend of the Legendary Heroes on Blu-ray. $40 for each limited edition JoJo set. No, it's not that one. All of Log Horizon for $25. All of Spice and Wolf for $30. All of Grimgar for, I think it was $20. All of Steins Gate for $30. All of Bakano for $18. The Sengoku Basara movie I got for $6. Coyote Ragtime Show I got for $4. Narihyon no Mago 1 and 2 I got for $20 apiece. All of Horizon on the Middle of Nowhere for $30, I think. A single set of 6 episodes of Hajime no Ippo for $2. All of Disgaea for $8. And Pumpkin Scissors for $12. Any more? The point of all that was that they would do those sales, but I guarantee you that Crunchyroll won't. I guarantee you they won't. I love Hajime no Ippo. It's so good. Anyway, we can move on. Took a lot longer than I thought it would because I ran away. But next up, we have some really cool news that hopefully will make everybody feel better about the terribleness that is Crunchyroll. Minecraft Wiki is dead. Long live, I can't type. Minecraft.wiki. May say, Trey, what does any of that mean? But if you remember, fandom took over Wikia, and a lot of people got upset because they removed a bunch of stuff, really hated people, and they kind of were jerks. However, Minecraft Wikia on fandom was the biggest of them all, and the Minecraft fandom people, the Wikia people, made their own website. They made their own wiki. Now fandom is faced with consequences of their decisions. So long live Minecraft.wiki. That's all there is to that. Next up, Hideki Kamiya is leaving Platinum. I do not know. Do not know. But yeah, Hideki Kamiya, one of the big names over at Platinum, one of the guys that helped make the company what it is today, is leaving. He's going to do his own thing. I don't know what's going to happen to that company without him there. He was in a lot of ways the last thing that held it together, as far as I could tell. His ideas were really crazy and fun, and that's what Platinum needed. But who knows? Maybe they'll succeed without him. Who can tell?
You must be joking.
Not Char, clearly. And then finally, for news, people still want StarCraft. This one's kind of weird, but I couldn't talk about it. So, basically, at TGS, Xbox was asked if they were bringing back old stuff. During that panel, they were asked what was the option. Congratulations, I'm glad you are. What was the game series that people wanted back the most based on their numbers? And surprisingly, it was StarCraft. If I had asked you what the one series people wanted to come back was, would you have told me StarCraft? I mean, I like StarCraft a lot. I haven't played it because of the company, but that's not what I thought people would say. There's so many other series that I thought people liked more. But I guess ultimately StarCraft carved out its spot in gaming history. And that's all the news I had for you. Got like 30 minutes more. If you want to see us play a game chat, then we can. Or we could call it early. But I'm down to play a game. Save the reviews for next week. Doesn't feel right doing them without Rundgren. We're not doing karaoke. Karaoke. If I'm too close to the note, we'll get demonetized. We're not doing Battle Alliance either, because I don't have it installed on Xbox, and Dark will yell at me if I play a different version that she can't play. But we could play a couple matches of Gundam Evolution. We could boot up Lies of P. Which one sounds the most interesting? Chat. Alternatively, we could do an AMA, I suppose. I realize now that we never talked about my week. Oh well, it wasn't really that interesting anyway. Let's do a poll. See what wins. How was my week? My week was good. I played Hi-Fi Rush, Planet of Lana, and what else did I play? Shotgun King and Xenoblade. And all those videos will be going up over the next week and a half. Now, as I said earlier, we're not going to do a vote for Rundgren's assignment. Because since he's not feeling too good, I don't want to put extra pressure on him when he's not here. If he decides that he's feeling better tomorrow and he wants to go ahead and stream, there's plenty of options he could play. You could give him the choice. But alternatively, if we vote, he's going to feel like he has to do it. And if he's not feeling good, he should take the night off. This way, you know, Everything will be okay. Give him the option either way. Poll is up. I didn't realize it was ad time. I didn't realize it was ad time. Boom, boom, ba-doom. I didn't realize it was ad time. The poll is up. You can vote, but I see 2 votes for Liza P already just in the chat. Hopefully you heard what I was saying about tomorrow, but yeah, ad time was there. I should have noticed. Nightbot warned me. Now he's wrong so often that I just assumed he was wrong here too. Say P. All right, well let's do some Liza P. But just in case, because I'll probably cut this part out of the live stream and I may upload it as its own thing. We'll see. But just in case you missed it, we're not going to vote tonight for Rundgren stuff because he's not here. And I don't know if he's going to be feeling better tomorrow. If he is feeling better tomorrow, he can just play whatever he wants, you know, or I can assign him something. That's no problem. But this way, if he's not feeling better, he doesn't feel like he has to, you know. Okay. Well, for the YouTube crowd and for those that come to watch the podcast later, thanks so much for coming to watch the podcast. We'll be back to normal next week. Until next time, I've been Trey. This has been The Full Spectrum. Remember to always enjoy the full spectrum that life has to offer.